Stuck in my ways. Stuck in my ways.
You so dry. What's that?
They say some shit never change.
Boogie down, Jay.
Stuck in my ways.
What's your voice? What's your name?
Stuck in my ways. Stuck in my ways.
Right here, girl. Camera right there. Right
They say
here.
some shit never change. Stuck in my ways. Look.
Welcome to Stuck in My Ways podcast, man. We back. I want to do a little different day in honor of Father's Day.
I'm Queen Sess, Stephanie. And we're basically gonna, instead of him asking questions and we go off of that, we're gonna ask. Did you make questions?
Nobody told me to make questions.
We're gonna ask some questions. So you're just gonna ask some questions, in reference to Father's Day. We're gonna start off real easy. Did you want to be a dad?
Never wanted to be a parent. My mom. Look at me. 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 You gotta pay attention, baby. You playing. You playing good, man. You playing. I ain't with the obligation of having to bring a child up in the world that I was living in at the time. I wanted a better life for them, and I wasn't living that life at that time. So, nah.
I get that. What is your biggest fear now?
Losing I ain't gonna say losing my life, but losing access to my kids. Hey, yo, hey.
How has having children changed your outlook on life?
I feel like you understand I had to be more patient and understanding. Like, I feel like somewhere through life I lost the patience for to entertain bullshit. I think kids slowed me down with that. Kids gave me an opportunity to like understand that it's gonna take time and patience to like really get something good out of something. You know what I mean? Like,
What do you want to instill into your children?
that life ain't always what it seems. People ain't always what it seems. I wanna be able to have them be prepared for any circumstance or situation that come to them. For them to understand like emotions is temporary things. And just all around just to be the best version of themselves, and not get caught up in society views and cultural views. You know what I mean? I just want them to be mentally strong, physically, mentally, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Financially, like that's it. The best version of themselves.
What experience taught you the most about life?
What experience taught me the most about life? Losing people. Death. Losing. Losing.
What do you consider to be your biggest accomplishment so far? And what else do you hope to accomplish? So basically, your biggest accomplishment that you feel like you already done.
My greatest accomplishment, I feel like, is my kids. It's always gonna be my kids.
What's something that you hope that you hope to accomplish? And that could be like anything.
To be able to put my kids in a position to be okay when I ain't here. Not just my kids, but everybody. You feel me? Like my kids, y'all. You feel me? To make sure y'all straight. Cause without y'all and my kids, you feel me? Like I feel like it all just gonna boil down to the kids. You feel me? But just making sure everybody around me straight So then, and together,
I was asking.
so then that my kids will be straight. You feel me?
Okay. So far, what is the proudest moments of you being a father?
Proudest moments. Watching them grow based on lessons you might have taught, or or not even just growing on their own. You feel me? Just watching them go through the same things you had to go through. You know, like just like problem solving. You know what I mean? Watching them evolve. That's pretty much it is. Just
Okay.
and I feel like even though it ain't have nothing to do with me in a sense, in the same sense, I feel like, you know, if it wasn't partially for me, then they wouldn't be here to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's a great accomplishment, man.
What was your hardest struggle as a child?
Hardest struggle as a child. I would say growing up for a long time, growing up in a single parent home, raised by a woman, trying to understand how to be a man, looking towards other families, like people that had fathers, and you know, looking to other male figures, not so much to be a dad, but like for advice. What was the question again?
What was your hardest struggle as a child?
Yeah. So looking to other people, like really just to like for answers about being like about what path I was supposed to take and being a man, a boy, you feel me, whatever, like, and then falling victim to everybody's, you know, bullshit views and ideologies of how a male growing up in the trench, you feel me, supposed to be. That was always my hardest challenge, because that shit always led me to do the wrong shit. You feel me?
If you have any regrets, what do you regret the most?
Um, not spending more time with not. I don't know, man. I don't know. Man, listen. Not trying harder with my pop. Not spending more time with my grandma. Not trying harder with Mar. You feel me? Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I try not to live. I try not to live with that shit.
Definitely.
Regrets and all that shit. You feel me? But I mean, if I could play shit back, you feel me? They things that I would definitely try better, try harder, try. You know what I mean? Try something different. Shit like that.
Understandable. On a lighter note, what's your favorite place to go to just think, relax, and have peace?
Any park by the water. I ain't gonna say where I be at, but
Yeah.
any park by the water.
What are some experiences you would like to have before you pass?
See my kids create a family. See everybody. Right? You see everybody happy. Everybody happy.
Give her that. Give her that pacifier. Go put that back.
See everybody having. Watch everybody. Be there with everybody. Start their little journey. Their journey in life. Shit like that. Yeah.
What are the little things that you enjoy most about life?
My lips is dry.
You said what?
Getting
My
high.
lips is dry. What?
I thought he was trying to rhyme off of you. What are the little things that you enjoy most out of life? The little things like
Fishing. The game. Can we get something other than
like little things could be like
Little thing I enjoy in life. Just watching people be happy, I guess. You feel me? Word. That's something I like to do. Word. I find joy in other people's joy, I guess. My kid.
okay.
I just feel like, why we so uptight? Like,
I ain't uptight. I was cool.
No, his mind is somewhere else, and I think that's just why it's taking that toll. Because really, it's not a podcast about us. As a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Firefighter.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Me neither, but it's like I can see him doing it. You know,
Holding
the hose and running up the stairs.
I always had a good heart, man. I always wanted to save people, like, you feel me? Coming from nothing and shit. You feel me? Just destruction always, you know what I mean? Just be like, you be wanting to do some shit. Man, I could just always
So you just
imagine
want to see
myself.
some shit get fucked up.
I mean, I was always like adventurous, so like I lived on the
Burnt up.
edge and shit.
Crispy.
None of that shit really scared me. Like I want to go after that. I want to go to the army. Firefighter was definitely it.
I think as I get older, I regret not going into like the service. Cause like everything that I'm trying to accomplish now, I could have had that. Like
You could have had it without the service. I never wanted to go to no Air Force, not no Army, not no Navy.
but you don't gotta go like in the field. You don't gotta do nothing. I'm a whole CNA. Baby, I'm here taking care of all the wounds and all that.
Yeah, you still got to go where they at.
Let's see. What was the most surprising part about becoming a dad?
Surprising,
like that. Anything surprise you?
Something you wasn't expecting.
Twins.
The most surprising, I think, I had a lot of surprising moments. I ain't gonna lie. I think like the mindset of having a baby is like how most kids think. For me, it was for me anyway. Like you think you gonna have this baby, the baby gonna come out fucking pissing and shitting on his own.
Who thought that?
I mean, listen, I'm just saying though, like, listen though, right? Because I'm just saying, like,
with the doll babies and
right,
stuff,
you know what I'm saying, like, so as a, you gotta understand, like, I went this whole time with like not even thinking about having a baby, and like even when I was dating, like I had this girl, you feel me, back when I was in Job Corps, loved her to death. She had a daughter, you feel me, and it was like her daughter at the time. I think her daughter was like 2. But her daughter was doing everything on her own. I ain't, you feel me? I wasn't like, so it was like, when I finally started thinking about having my own child, I didn't take in consideration of like, damn, I gotta wipe somebody's ass. I'm gonna be shitting all day. I'm gonna be crying all night. I didn't think of that, you feel me? So, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't prepared for none of that shit. Cause like, I think the first time my kids shitted on themselves and I had to fucking change their ass. I put them in the tub with the Pampers on. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't never like that shit, that crying all night after you done been out all night, you lit, you tired as a motherfucker, and then next you know, motherfucker get up crying and shit. And then you gotta have the patience to be like, yo, like, for me, like, all right, nigga, this was you did this shit, nigga. Like, feel me? Instead of being like, yo, shut the fuck up, like, you feel me? Like, you gotta check yourself and be like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Cause it be sometimes like, well, I'll be like, man, what the fuck? Like, I'll be ready, like, word, like, fuck did I do?
You be stressed out.
What?
What lessons did you learn from your father that helps you be a better father today?
Good question. So it's crazy. Like, my dad taught me a lot of shit, right? He never taught me how to be a parent. You feel me? Cause, and I said this shit. He wasn't a good father, right? As far as fathers go, but in his mind, he did the best he could based on what, probably what he was taught or whatever. But my dad taught me a lot of militants.
Okay.
My dad taught me a lot of militants. My dad taught me like a lot of like how to survive. You feel what I'm saying? Like, my dad was smart as shit. And everything that he done that I used to like, even to this day, I be like, that shit is unethical. Like, my dad used to have me up in the middle of the night reading books and shit. Reading books when I probably only knew motherfucking like, you feel me? Like, right after I learned the alphabet, that nigga had me reading books in the middle of the night and shit. Like, and if I couldn't get that shit, he'd bust my ass, you feel me? And he'd be high, you feel me? But he taught me how to like, how hard the world was gonna be, you feel me? Like, we riding over through East Side and Pine Street and all that shit. Like, he just taught me how to be militant, you feel me? And he taught me preparation for like what this world got to offer, you feel me? Like, and that's what I instill in my kids now. Even though I try not to be as harsh, you feel what I'm saying, with them, but you're not gonna survive without having some type of like militant mindset. Like, you can't go in this world like it's all play all day, every day, you feel me, and think you're gonna have a successful outcome. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta know when a motherfucking be like preserved and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, when motherfuckers be saying like put up, you gotta know how to like, adapt. That's another thing. My dad taught me how to adapt in different. My dad used to have me up for hours, like 8 hours, standing on my fucking feet when I had to go to school the next day. Reading books and drinking a gallon of water, holding that bitch. Like, feel me? Motherfuckers be like, oh, that shit crazy. And I believe it's crazy, but the shit that it did for me, like, my dad used to have me chewing on black tape because that shit make your jaw strong. My dad used to line me up and punch on me and shit, like, you feel me? And then have me punching back. And then when I hit him back, he hit me back hard as shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, to where I was scared to hit him, so he'd just pound on me. Like, you feel me? But later on, you feel me? I'm not saying all that shit ethical. You feel me? Like, motherfuckers should do that, but it just showed me, like, it just prepared me for the world that we was living at the time. You feel me? That he was living in. You feel me? That I fell victim to. So it's like, you know what I mean? Some motherfuckers now, they teach their kids how to load up guns and motherfucker take them to the range. You feel me? You know what I mean? So like, I definitely appreciate that shit. And it's like, now I can give something to my kids in a less harsher way, in a more understanding way. You feel what I'm saying? Which is to, like, never let your guard down. You know what I mean? That go for anything. Never let your guard down. Like, you feel me?
If you had one thing to say to your children, what would it be?
Well, I always have more than one thing to say. Well, one thing to say, like one sentence.
Like, I mean, it could be multiple things, but that was.
If I had something to say to my kids, let's say like, that I love them, and that never get caught up in what nobody else doing. Always be okay with being who you is. Be a leader, not a follower. And whatever your morals is, whatever you choose for your morals to be, and make sure that they, decent morals. Stand on that shit, man. Cause it's GBM to the death, man. Feel me?
That was the first crack of a little half of a smile because I was just waiting. Like, damn.
What are some low points of being a father? Like things that people don't always talk about when it comes to like fathers.
Low points. Definitely having patience for all the silly shit. Understanding that it's not always a monetary thing. That it's not always a monetary thing when it comes to like being a dad, because a lot of times, and I'm gonna just say like me anyway, like a lot of times I feel like because I might be in a fucked up predicament and I don't got the money for stuff, that I'd be like, it's no point in doing it. You feel me? Like they might want to go to the park, and in my mind I'm thinking, well, shit, the park we done did the park. I want to go to the fucking aquarium. I want to take them to the aquarium because I know they love that shit. So we end up not doing nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like you said low point. So I don't know. Being patient, man, because you definitely going, you're going to be at low points when you got to sit back and like had the time to have understanding for all the bullshit, the lies, feel me? You got patience. Yeah, the low point. The disappointments, man. Like
the dad moment.
have patience for the disappointments, man. You feel me? The letdowns, the setbacks, the not having it. You know what I mean? When you want it for them, but to never let that shit. Never let that shit. What's that word? Like define you as a parent. You feel me? Because you gonna go through that. Everybody go through that. We all go through that shit. You know what I mean? This shit a roller coaster. It ain't no book on parenting that's all the way to a T. You feel me? You're gonna spend the rest of your life learning how to be a parent.
Well, work for one child, don't work for the next.
Right. Well, work for one. Don't work. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a good one. And
that popsicle bad as hell.
yeah, like
I knew popsicle.
Oh, I just feel like
That's your popsicle.
popsicle.
Yeah.
When Daddy get done, I get your popsicle.
Who said you was getting a popsicle?
It's my microphone.
Why?
You don't see yourself on there right there?
Say
right
hi.
There. You see that? Say hey.
You is not a baby. You want this? No.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in for another Stuck in My Ways, man, podcast. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, we'll be back next week with another banger for y'all, man. Tune in, man.
We out.
We all supposed to say
Huh?
Bye.
Because we all supposed to say
It's not normally that.
Bye.